Dr. Subhasri ma'am, welcome. Manimegalai ma'am, welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning.
Thank you. Very good morning to all of you.
Good morning,
Kanagaratna,
ma'am.
ma'am. How are
Welcome
you?
you. Fine,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Doing good. Subhasri, ma'am. What about your mom? How is she?
Yeah, we're good.
Fine, ma'am. We are about to start the section, ma'am. We are waiting the principal to join. Within 1 or 2 minutes, we'll start, ma'am.
Okay, fine, fine, ma'am. Manimegalai, ma'am, it's good to be with you on this session. Good to know all of you.
Hello, Maha, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am.
Ma'am, will you please call PA and remind her to join principal?
Okay, ma'am. Okay, just a minute.
Ma'am, communicated, ma'am.
Ma'am, what shall we do, ma'am? Shall we wait few more minutes or what else we have to do, ma'am?
Let me call back and join for 2 minutes, please.
Once again, I will remind, ma'am.
Well, I will call you.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Can we start, ma'am?
Wait few minutes, Gayatri.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Shall we start, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Please, Gayatri, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Every morning brings you new hopes and new opportunities. Make it worth. A very good morning and warm greetings to everyone present here. On behalf of Nehru Center for Women Excellence and Youth Red Cross of Nehru Arts and Science College, I proudly welcome you all for the webinar on protection of women and youth against cybercrimes. A day without prayer is a day without blessing, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Now I call upon Anushri for the prayer song.
हमको मन की शक्ति देना, मन विजय करे, दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, भेद भाव अपने दिल से साफ कर सके, दोस्तों से भूल हो तो माफ कर सके, झूठ से बचे रहे, सच कदम भरे, दूसरों के जय से पहले खुद को जय करे। हमको मन की शक्ति देना।
Thank Thank you, Anushri. I request everyone to turn on the video to take a screenshot for record purpose. Thank you all. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. Now, I request one such personality, Dr. M. Kanagaratnam ma'am, Director, Nehru Center for Women Excellence, to welcome the gathering.
A very warm, marvelous morning to all. This pandemic has taken a toll on everyone's mental health, especially women. How do they managing stress is still questionable. Keeping in this mind, we, the Women Cell and YRC of Neuro Arts and Science College, arrange such a wonderful session today to make the women and youth how do they stay active in and around the home during this COVID-19 pandemic. At this juncture, I am delighted to welcome our beloved principal, who is looking after the well-being of all the women and students of NISC. He believes and he motivates us, stop being afraid of what could go wrong, but start being excited what could go right. We are happy to welcome such a right, loyal leader of NISC. Welcome you, sir. When we stay a purpose and refuse to be discouraged by fear, we align with the infinitive self in which all possibilities exist. Such a wonderful woman who lives for the purpose is our chief guest, Dr. A. Shubhashri, Cyber Security Consultant and Assistant Professor, Sri Ramchandra Institute of Higher Education, Chennai. Welcome you, ma'am. I like her quotes. It's okay to be scared sometimes, but courage is the ability to face your fears, not hide them. We are pleased to welcome such a owner of this quote is our another special guest, Miss K. Manimegalai, social activist, head Department of BCA, GVG College for Women, Udumalpet. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I record my sincere welcome to organizers of this program, members of Faculty of Neuro Arts and Science College, Department of Commerce, and YRC Women Cell members and other participants too. Once again, welcome you all. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Such an inspirational leader is our principal. I request our principal, Dr. B. Anirudhan sir, to deliver the presidential address.
A very happy and cheerful morning to all of you, all the women folk joined in this platform. Let me take this opportunity at the outset to congratulate the Department of Commerce and Women's Cell YRC for having thought of a wonderful and very relevant subject for deliberation and for having invited such two eminent speakers amidst us to encourage our girls. I am indeed very happy, and this kind of programs I always support. And personally, I believe in equal freedom for women, in spite of lot of discussions in Parliament, to the Panchayat level. How many men leaders are the men administrators are ready to give equal rights to women? That is still a stake in our country. But in our college, we have almost all key positions. We have women, and we have more women faculty, and we have more women students as well. Uh, Except for the principal position, mostly all the other very key positions like controller of examinations, dean, directors, all are women. It's not that it is so happen. It is like mostly it is planned, and that's why I personally believe that women has to be encouraged in a bigger way and better way. For that, women have to take a lot of initiatives like this to encourage women. They themselves have to come forward. Anyway, today while we're talking about the cyber security or cyber crimes, Cyber crimes are becoming very seriously, uh, spreading across the societies. It's not only with the crime against women, even the websites of very tight security places are being hacked. So hacking women's sites or such kinds of things are not something uncommon. But there are certain things that the law has to enforce on it or enact on it. We have a lot of cases and cases registered, and the people or the men or the politicians or the administrators come in between, and they all come for a compromise talk. Men are not punished on this. So that is where the whole the game changes. The entire game changes in that. For the past 1 week in Kerala, there were five suicides, so called, but it's all murders. It's being investigated very seriously. It's all against dowry. And when we go into that, the mother-in-law makes the major problem. So when you are a girl, you are getting married, till you become a mother, you don't have a problem. When you become a mother-in-law, you react. Never you react as a lady. You react as somebody else. So hence the such cases are coming. I don't say that's a single incident, but what I intend to say is the law has to be very seriously enacting on this. Instead of going in for compromises, calling the victim and telling them we'll pay you something, come out of the case. So that is not the way to deal the any kind of crime, be it cyber crime, be it a physical crime, any kind of harassment against women must be dealt with seriously, using or enforcing law at the right time and right place. We have seen this is taking a toll on the women. Like the justice is denied because it is delayed. After 20 years, there will be a case. I mean, the case will be settled after 20 years, telling that the person is punished. What is the big deal? It is the life of a girl. It's the life of the women folk of this country or the whole world. So that case, I request the resource people like Dr. Shubhashri and Dr. Manimekla to go seriously into this, make the children understand that they should not go in for compromise talks. Be it a divorce or be it anything, when you are attacked, you have to see that you are not compromising. You want a verdict on that. The verdict has to come. For that, my request that the women folk has to be together. Now, if you look at India, this farmers for the past 1 year they have been continuously doing the strike. Is there any moment came in India as a whole where women came forward for any strike on a national level? No. It's a very sad state of affairs. Any stupid political party make an announcement. All women and men will come on the road. No, you stay where you do fasting and all those things. Why not the women folk of India? There should be some movement on that. Then you see in one day you will get justice. Like the farmers came out, if the women come out of the home and tell that we want justice, rule to be taken on hand, then immediately all media, everything, the whole world will look at you. So that kind of a movement has to come, for that the youth or the young women of the country has to be encouraged. They are not toys for somebody to play on. They are not second class citizens. They have equal or better rights than men. It's my personal opinion. Anyway, thank you all so much. Wish you a very happy webinar ahead. Stay well, stay safe, and stay united. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable presidential address. To be inspired is great, but to be an inspiration is an honor. With this note, I welcome Ms. Saranya, member, Nehru Center for Women Excellence, to formally introduce one of our resource person, Dr. A. Subhashri ma'am, cybersecurity consultant and assistant professor, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai.
Good morning to everyone present here. It's my immense pleasure to welcome our today's chief guest, Dr. Subhasri Anantaraman, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Management, Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai. She holds PhD in cybersecurity and certified ethical hacker. She is certified in project management by Stanford University and has received Empowered Women Leader Award in 2016. She has over 10 years of experience in extensive consulting experience in the area of IT systems, project management, and cybersecurity. She is currently on the consulting panel of Tata Consultancy Services, Institute of Technology Management and Research, SRM University. Dr. Subhasri Anantaraman ma'am, owning an organization, Subha Consulting, which provides extensive information cybersecurity system consulting services to the banks and corporate organizations. Ma'am is also Government of India certified ethical hacker and involved in cyber investigations. Ma'am, we are very happy to have you for this occasion. In this note, I request our Chief Guest, Dr. Subhasri ma'am, to take over the session.
Thank you very much, Sabeena ma'am. And at the outset, I thank Dr. Aniruddhan, Principal, Dr. Kanakarathiram, the convener, and the coordinators of this program, Ms. Saranya, Ms. Sabeena, and Ms. Mahadevi, for giving me an opportunity to talk to you and address all of you. And I take pleasure in sharing my knowledge with all of you on the topic which is very, very close to my heart. And I just want to understand what people, the attendees here, know about the technological growth that is happening today. If I can just have some answers from all of you, what is that? I want the students especially and others to just answer me. What do you mean by technology? Because we are all in a technological, we are all surrounded by cyber tsunami. Around us, we only have today, even an LKG student is online today. So what is that technological growth which you are actually seeing in your eyes? I just want a couple of you to answer me. What is that you think? This is the development that has happened. This is what I feel is the technological growth. What anything and everything is today computerizable and digitizable. So what do you think? To what extent we have gone in computerization? Any of you? Some answers, please. You can also type on the chat. To what extent? Oh, I never thought even this could be computerized. You will just have something like that no, in mind. What is that you feel? Okay. Let me tell you the extent of computerization today. There is a highway in Chennai which is called Old Mahabalipuram Road, OMR. It is called as OMR. There is a company, there is an outlet called Black and White. Okay, you know what they do from here and from that location? There are about 250 processes from where they do hair cutting to the people in US. These 250 outlets in Black and White, which is on OMR Road, is doing a haircut for US citizens from India. And I was part of developing this software. I was part of one of the organizations, and I was into development of this design. So what they do is it costs about $850 per haircut in US. You know the cost of haircut in India. See, the moment there are number of locations, number of outlets in US, various parts of the US, from central US, from north, south, everywhere they have some outlets. The moment they enter, it's like a barber shop here. So the moment they enter, they will put one helmet-like thing on their head, and from here, the barber sitting in this 250 outlets of Black and White in OMR, they will check what kind of haircut they are looking for. There is a booklet from which they will choose. And from here, they will only automate, they will only access the tools which is attached here, and when they move that, it automatically cuts in US. So this is hardly 1,200 rupees they charge for one haircut. So from $850, they could cut it down to 1,000 rupees or 1,200 rupees. This is the kind of information that we are actually putting in. So, see, today we even know what haircut who has taken. Even this information is digitalized today. And on one side, the technology is growing. On the other side, the crimes are also growing. I'll tell you what is that crime, criminal offense that is happening, how it is all set up. There is a town called Jamtara in Jharkhand. It's a small town which has number of cybercrime hubs for cyberbullying. Their primary job is to hack anything and everything and get all the info. Their primary job, the only job is this. And they are paid huge salaries for cyberbullying. Recently, they have also spread their wings in Coimbatore and Madurai. The reason for spreading this wing is there are so many SMEs, MSMEs around are placed in Madurai and Coimbatore. That entire belt, that Namakkal, Tirupur, there are several small industries that is running there. So they want to capture all those knowledge that they already have, the customer base they have, the kind of contracts they have. So they want all this. So this is the kind of crimes setup we have in India, and it has come to Tamil Nadu also, and very close to you. It is just in your place. It's in Coimbatore. So when we know that, so this is there is a huge amount of information that is being pushed to the digital world, and on the other side, the cyber crimes are also growing. How do we balance between the two? We cannot live without this technology. We definitely want this technology because everything is online today with the pandemic that is on. And today, if we go out, there's a fear of corona. If we sit at home, there is a fear of cyber crimes. So neither we are able to sit inside and nor outside because we have some kind of a fear. This corona is better because we know you have to hand sanitize, you have to wash your hands very often, don't touch your face, wear mask. You have the precautionary measures that is been already published by the government of India. But this cyber crime, which is actually killing us, the criminals are not known to you. The criminals are very highly sophisticated and they are all very well educated. Some are even IIT. They're all from IIT. So in this kind of a situation, how are we supposed to secure ourselves? Just give me a second, please. So in this kind of a situation, how are we going to secure ourselves? I'm going to divide this session into 3 parts. Whatever maximum I could cover, I will do justice to this session. And one part, it is on the social media. What are we supposed to do? What are we doing now? And how are we supposed to secure ourselves? The second one, on the risk of using a handheld devices. Everybody is using it. This Android is like a highway. Anybody can enter. It's all open to all. There is no security at all. There is no limitation on what apps to be used, on what apps not to be used at all. And the next one is the email threats. So these 3 major components I will cover in the session today. First, let us take the internet world, the social media. With internet gaining popularity, there is an exponential rise in crimes against women and children, which has been witnessed by all of us. And a survey by Microsoft revealed that India ranks the 3rd in the number of cyberbullying cases amongst the children. Dr. Anirudhan also was mentioning about the crimes against the children and crimes against women, which is increasing. And how are we going to address? How are we going to make sure, without compromising, how are we going to have the verdict in our favor so that our community is secure? So this I want to share one of my investigation experience with respect to this social media. A girl from Chennai wanted to do her higher studies in one of the universities in North India, and she went from here to study there. She was staying in the hostel facilities of the university, and three boys who was also from her own class found her very beautiful, and she was very culturally brought. The girl was had a beautiful culture. She always used to be very good to everybody. She was very studious. She was many boys were attracted towards her, and the three boys who were very rich, they wanted to do something to that girl. They decided to do something to that girl. So they started giving requests on Facebook for her to accept. Several times she denied their she denied their request. And at one point in time, she thought, okay, they're all in my class. Let me accept them. And one of the three boys, challenged that I will make this girl love me and I will make sure she's destroyed. This was a challenge that boy took. This is one of the investigations I did. And he used to be in touch with her. He used to be sending some messages, beautiful messages initially. Then they started discussing some personal matters. And at one stage, it crossed even it crossed every boundary that was possible. She was asked to take a picture of her, which was not in an acceptable mode, and send it to him. Well, anyway, we are going to marry. So what is your problem? This is what the boy asked the girl. She said she thought several times before sending him a picture the way he wanted, and she also sent the picture. He immediately posted them in their local students group, started torturing that girl. At one point, without knowing anything, her parents were living in Chennai. And at one point, she could not tolerate, and she called her parents to that university to help her. She explained all this, and she made them come there. So the girl, then we wanted to investigate. See, we never knew what happened. It was only the case filed was this girl is tortured by some boys. When we were asking some questions and verifying the background, what happened, all their Facebook and social media, everything we had to take out, and the conversations what they had in the media, all that, the WhatsApp, even from the WhatsApp, we took all the messages which they all had. And my dear students and friends, you all think that when you delete it, it gets deleted forever. Please understand, it will stay there forever. Once you have published something, it stays forever in this, even though you delete it. Please understand, before sharing any information, do not give any of your personal information. One thing which I just want to tell you is, if you cannot share some information in person, பர்சனலா பேச முடியாத விஷயத்தை தயவு செஞ்சு இந்த சோசியல் மீடியால போட. Many people think they cannot talk on face. They will better write it in something, some media, email or something. I will write and give you. They are comfortable writing it instead of telling them on the face. Tell them on the face. It's not registered anywhere. Don't put it in writing. Don't put it in the social media. So be careful whenever you want to post something on the social media. So this is one of the cases we investigated. The father of that girl was hitting himself on the wall in front of us. The blood was bleeding. He was completely bleeding. We could not see him. But finally, we made those 3 guys arrested by the police, and the right action is taken on them. So all the evidences were given to them so that it can be processed. Earlier, we had a problem. None of the digital witnesses was taken by the court, was accepted by the court. Today, it is all accepted. When you are sending something on the WhatsApp, the blue tick, once you get the blue tick, it means it is lying in the server. So please be careful. And this is one of the cases which I handled. The second, another case, for a bigger IT organization, when they want to recruit somebody, they all do the background checks of the potential employees. I was asked to do the background check of one of the women who wanted to recruit for a Dubai office, Dubai client. So when I was doing the background checks, on one of the September 5th, what is September 5th? What day it is? Can somebody tell me what day it is? September 5th?
Teachers Day.
Teachers Day, yes. So on this Teachers Day, she had posted on her Facebook that teachers ஒரு whiskey bottle. And the whiskey bottle போட்டுட்டு, this is the teacher I know. She was, please remember, please understand, that lady was 45 plus years old. And she has posted something like this on the Facebook. This is the teacher I know. And her offer was withdrawn immediately. So when you are posting something, please be careful. It may affect your future. It may affect your job. It may affect your classes. It may affect your education. Request all of you, the students, the women, everybody, to be careful. It is not just for the ladies, it's also relevant to the men, the boys. So, the cyber pornography, this is one of the major crimes that is happening against women. This involves depiction of sexually explicit materials online. This crime is so rampant because it is difficult to trace the origin of the crimes. Because from anybody to anybody, those days, we know who is a criminal. If everybody, all of us are also looking like a criminal with a mogamudi. When you go out, nobody knows who you are. Those days, we only know the burglars are used to wear that mogamudi. They are all illiterates, not educated. But today, the criminals are very well educated. So it is. So from where these crimes are originating? Earlier we know it's somewhere around in the locality. People from in and around your place will only come and steal your what is it, jewels or something, your possession. And one more case I want to tell you. See, a guy who made a complaint to the police station stating my jewels are lost and my silver articles are lost. It is so much. The cost of this is so much. Some maybe 55 lakhs of my jewels and this are lost. There was a theft in his house. You know how this threat happened? Well, initially it was all thought some burglar has come inside and opened the door and went. This is what everybody thought. And we wanted to, I was asked to be part of the investigation because that guy was a IT guy, software guy. If in case there is something related to software related, then they wanted me to help them. So I was part of the investigation. So what happened? We were all checking one by one. How this could have happened? How do they know that this guy is not there, nobody is there? And what happened was this guy was traveling abroad, vacation for vacation. He posted from the airport that traveling to such and such a place and back on only this date. Going to have a wonderful vacation time now. Why do you want to tell the world that you are going out? You tell those who are very, very important to you, your neighbors, you tell them that I am going out. Why are you posting it on the social media? Why should people give the information? And the students have the habit of posting anything and everything and look for likes. How many likes I got? That is when they get thrilled. They are thrilled with the number of likes. Why do you want such likes from some unknown people? Don't post. You're making yourself active. And the kind of information we are giving every day. See, I understand from one of the statistics, 30 minutes is spent on an average by every person on Facebook. The kind of information we are doing on Twitter, it's unimaginable. The number is not, we don't know to read that number. Every second, how many tweets? Instagram is another அது ஒரு பைத்தியம் எப்ப பார்ப்பேன் அந்த இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் பார்க்க வேண்டியது. Even during the classes, all teachers would have seen that. You post something which is relevant to the society. You don't post something which is relevant only to yourself. So these are some of the investigations and the results. See, when we are saying so many crimes are happening, we have to take care of our own selves. We know there are cyber security that is in place, how banks have to have the cyber framework, how each individual is supposed to have some security. Any student, you just go and watch your student's mobile, they will have hundreds of apps downloaded. Do not download all the apps because it doesn't come with security. Some of them may be a scam to capture your data. One of the crimes I want to tell you, this social media again. Somebody made online transactions. Everybody is now used to online transactions. So the person who was affected was doing an online transaction, doing the payment, and he was also doing some other work parallelly in the same system. Some official work he was doing on it. You can have any number of windows open in your system. That is what our Chrome and Microsoft Windows have given the facility. So he was also doing something on the internet, official work. There was a hacking happening in his official site, official work. There was an intruder while he was doing his online work, and who also had the information on his banking details because he was doing some other transactions, online transactions. And next 5th minute, his money became zero in his account. So, my dear students, my dear friends, please, when you are doing online transactions, do not have, however important it is, do not have any other window open except this. So such crimes also happen. This is one of the investigations I was involved. So please be aware of the threats around. See, you don't know. There are n layers. Initially, when we all started our when we all started our career, we had only one layer. It's all 286 machine. Today it's all in the it's all specimen today. You can see those machines only in it's all like what is it? Display items only today. So you can see them 286 machine, 386 machine. I started my career with that. For Windows NNO versions, Android versions. Please be careful when you are using Android. If you are so careful, if you want to be so careful, please have two SIM cards, one only for transactions, online transaction, money related, finance related. How much you are spending on other things? So have two mobile SIMs. Use one for transactions, the other one for other things. Don't combine both. Have a strict password policy, which is non-crackable. Don't use your name, your date of birth, your child's name, your dog's name in your password. Let it be little difficult. And I have seen people they will write it in a notebook and keep, because they will forget their passwords. You have to be very, very strict on your password policy. See, when we are talking about password policy, this reminds me of Chanakya, those old days, 520 AD. He said, "Do not share your secrets with anybody." That's nothing but the password policy. So we should make sure we are very, very careful. We are too careful on our password policies, keeping our information secure. Don't keep writing account number la write notebook எழுதி வச்சுப்பாங்க. This is their practice because they can't remember. Sometimes I used to tell my students, your password can be your 10th standard registration number, which is not crackable. So, my dear students and my dear friends, please make sure you are very, very careful with your passwords. And the other one is the email spoofing. People are very, very careless on using some links. If they see some links, they keep clicking it. In fact, I got a message. I will see if I have the message with me still while I talk to you. The message said you have I may have the message. Dear Subhashri, income tax requires you to click to submit a formal refund request for the remittance of your approved unclaimed overdue tax refund of 34,290 rupees. This is the message I received. And the number, the overdue, the refund money was exactly the same as what I'm supposed to get from the IT office. Income tax returns. Because that was the same, just the same. It even said 34,290.09. So it was so perfect. And I immediately clicked it. Because the number was the same. When I can click, anybody can click. When I just clicked it, it took me to a page. It was something similar to IT forms. And it was asking me for bank details. The moment I saw the bank information being asked, I just came out of that and changed my income tax password, everything, all the passwords I changed immediately. No income tax department has our information, all bank information. All this, we should know that we should never get attracted at the message which we are receiving. That's what, when I can click that message, anybody can click. So I got saved And the next minute, one of my friends called and said, I had this message, I clicked it and I lost 45,000 rupees. While I'm talking to you on this, I want to tell you about another case which I was handling. Two friends were staying in the same room. They were staying away from their homes. They both were working and they were sharing the same room. And every day one of the girls will be back to the room around 6:30. And exactly at 7:15, she got a message first day that 2,000 rupees debited from your account. Whenever you use your ATM card, you will automatically get this. She went next day because she did not take that money. She went to the bank next day and she said that I did not use my card at all and I got this information. The bank manager said, if you have used it, only then the bank application will trigger this message. So it means you have used it. She said, no, I did not use it. He was saying, no, you used it and it is your problem. The next day, she came back home at 6 o'clock, 6:15. And again, at the same time, 7:15, she got she got a message saying 2,000 rupees debited from your account. Again, for the second day. Again, she went to the bank. The bank manager refused to accept her request. And she came back. And third day, the same happened. 2,000 rupees debited. Happened. And she didn't go to the bank. She went to the police station. She said, this I am receiving. I did not do any transaction. See, I am getting it. And 3 consecutive days, I have got this. And I was part of the investigation team, and we discussed who is actually whom. Where are you staying? Who are your parents? Where is your parent doing? Do you have an additional card which is with your father or somebody who can also use your bank account to withdraw some information? And various things. Who is working with you in the office? Who is very close to you? Whom are you staying with? We have to do background checks of each one of them. Their social media sites, their emails. We had to hack their emails. We had to access their emails. It's not hacking. It is ethical hacking. Access their emails to find out if somebody has done it. Finally, we told that girl, you go home today. You go home. Okay, today you go home. Around 6:30, we will give you a call. And whatever we say, you put it on your speaker. Put your mobile on speaker. And whatever we say, you say yes, 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 okay, okay. We told her this. She did the same. She went home. We called her around 6:30, and we said you have given a complaint, and the ATM from where the money was taken, because we can take the ATM number. Where was this happening? We could easily take the information from the banks, because it's police who is asking for the information. They have to give. There is a camera in the ATM which you have taken. So we have the person, it has been recorded in that, and you come and tell me who it is. This is what we told the girl. She immediately said, okay, okay, okay. You will not believe, my dear friends. Next 15th minute, the girl's friend who was staying with her in that room, that roommate, appeared in the police station. The next 15th minute, she said, please don't reveal my identity. It was me who took her money. Please do not believe anybody in this digital world. Don't believe anybody. Neither your parents, nor your children, nor your sisters, brothers, siblings. Don't believe anybody. You cannot believe anybody in this digital world. She said, please do not reveal my identity. I will give back that money. So, how to secure yourself, women, men, or anybody, the children? Children are more prone to this. Children are more prone to such crimes. You know the PUBG case today, which is a very classic example of what is happening to the children today. So many cases have been discussed on the TV today. Any questions from you, or did you understand how you have to secure yourself before we move on to something other, the next one? Any doubts? I want to give you one more information because you're all using Instagram very frequently. Please do not post anything that is personal. There was an incident in Delhi in the recent group, okay? There were boys aged between 10 or 15. They all started one boys locker room அப்படின்னு ஒரு Instagram. They don't appear with their own identity. They all appear with some other identity, anonymous identity. Boys locker room அப்படின்னு ஒன்று they have started. 10 to 15 boys formed a group chat on Instagram with their fake accounts. The group shared offensive and pornographic photographs of underaged girls, along with some vulgar comments, remarks about their appearance, describing their appearance, etc. All these boys were school-going students from very good, rich families. They are not from a chinna family, middle income group or low income group. Very highly rich people, parents. Then they started giving rape threats. So finally, the Delhi cybercrime cell found out the location of these boys and arrested all of them. The Tamil Nadu, the latest PUBG Madan, is a classic example of cybercrime against children. And please understand, Government of India has formed various initiatives like cybercrime awareness program for women and children to sensitize them against such crimes. The Digital Shakti program, there is a program called Digital Shakti program, which has been recently launched by Government of India in 2021 for empowering the women to help them use cyber world safely and securely. Please go through the Digital Shakti program, which is primarily launched for women and children. Ma'am, do I have additional time, or it's going to be 12? Saranya, ma'am?
Ma'am, if you want to share, you can use the time, ma'am. No problem.
Okay. Another investigation case, which I will just tell you one or two. Okay. One or two to be careful. So one of the employees of one of the organization, she was the manager of the organization. She's from UK. She was working from UK. And she had some people reporting to her, her team members. One of the guys, who was a poor performer, basically, he was not given a promotion by her. He was denied of his promotion because of his poor performance. And because of that revenge, because he wanted the promotion anyway. Because of that revenge, what he did was he deleted all her information and posted about her in all the social media by morphing her image. So you need to be careful. I said, don't even believe your parents, your siblings. So you should not even believe your people around you. Today, everybody's information is online. Today, everything is online. Online, it's all happening online. See, this webinar is also online. So there are, when you say digital world, it's all NTR architecture. You all know NTR. I hope all of you know about NTS. What is NTR or layers and different layers. ஒன்று வந்து யூசர் அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்க்ரீன் இருக்கும், அதுக்கு பின்னாடி வந்து another ஸ்க்ரீன் இருக்கும். டேட்டாபேஸ்க்கும் அந்த ஃப்ரண்ட் எண்டுக்கும் நடுவில் நிறைய லேயர்ஸ் இருக்கும். You submit something, it goes through several layers to get submitted into the database. Before it is being submitted, there are several layers. We don't know under which layer the criminal is hiding. Those days, அந்த திருடெல்லாம் நமக்கு நல்லா தெரியும். கருப்பு கண்ணாடி போட்டுட்டு அந்த முகமூடி போட்டுட்டு கதை உடைப்போம். இன்னைக்கு இவனை பார்க்க முடியாது நம்மளால. You can even see the corona in the microscope, under the microscope. These people are not even visible to the microscope, any device which we can. And they are all so sophisticated. And another one information which I want to give you before I close. See, whenever you want to place some complaints about you have bought washing machine or something else from some shop. If you have a problem, you immediately go call them, right? If you don't have the customer service number, what you do, you immediately go and search in the Google. The Google search பண்ணிட்டு the search listல வரும் பத்தியா, don't ever use that, because one of the cases happened like this. What the family did was they searched for that some washing machine dealer, service customer service representative. The list was, they immediately got the list, customer service again. They used that number to call and take the service. Some service wala came, and please understand, the service wala is none other than a criminal who looted everything and killed that man and went. Then we wanted to find out how did this happen? How can this service guy can come and kill? Then finally we found out that he searched for that in the Google, and whatever list that came below, they just called. There may be criminals sitting in that, or it is their idea to post all this information, because artificial intelligence, it is all prevailing today. Which washing machine is purchased more? How many service calls are coming to which product? So these are all available today. So they wanted to target whichever is getting more service requests. So if you want to call a service guy, a customer service, please go to their website. They would have given you the list of customer service numbers. Call from that number, not from just the Google search. So this is the tip you can take. All the information I have given you is to secure yourself. Okay, if I do this, I will get into this problem. There may be some problem. So all the information I have given you is to secure yourself. Don't post. Don't do this. Don't wish for so many likes. Do not look for friends, so many friends. Unknown friends, don't have unknown friends. Today you don't have time to talk to your parents at home. We don't have time to talk to our parents, children. We are all confined to that mobile. The moment the students children come in, they are confined to that mobile, that handheld device. They just look at that. They don't want to talk to anybody today. If the parents, I want to caution the parents also. When your children, when your child is getting a call, when you are sitting next to him or her, if he leaves that place to take that call, then have an eye on that boy or girl. He is doing something. If he cannot sit next to you and talk, then it is not a right call. Please have an eye on them. Please, now everybody is online, doing online classes. You have to know which online course they are doing, which links they are all logging in, have some parental controls. If you have sisters or brothers, those who are here, or all your sisters and brothers, you be careful. You please give them the awareness. So, my dear friends, please make sure you take all these inputs and secure yourself, and please be safe. Stay safe, stay healthy. Saranya ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Gayatri, you can continue, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable inputs on security, cyber pornography, and email spoofing. The practical real life experiences of the cases you investigated really made us understand how complex the situation is and enlightened us. The session also made us understand that for every lock, there is someone out there trying to pick it or break in. It was really a wonderful session which prioritized our safety. Thank you, ma'am. Define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you're proud to live. Ms. Saranya ma'am is here to introduce our resource person, Ms. K. Manimegle ma'am, Head Department of Computer Applications, Sri GVG Visalakshi College for Women, Udumalpet.
It's my honor to welcome our today's special guest, Mrs. K. Manimekalai Ma'am, Head Department of Computer Applications, Sri GVG Visalachi College for Women, Udumalpet. She has more than 16 years of experience in the field of academic. She has been honored with the Best Performer Award by the management of Sri GVG Visalachi College for Women, Udumalpet, and also with Excellence in Action Award by Alagappa University Study Center. She holds different responsibilities such as Board of Study Chairman and Academic Council member from the year 2012 onwards. Ma'am, we are very happy to have you on this webinar. I request our chief guest, Mrs. K. Manimegalai ma'am, to take over the session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now
Very
the
good
forum is
afternoon to
yours.
all. Very good afternoon to all. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce myself. I am Mrs. K. Manimeklai, heading the Department of Computer Applications, Sri GVG Visalakshi College for Women. I would like to thank Nehru College Management, Principal, Convener Dr. M. Kanagaratinam, coordinators Mrs. R. Mahadevi, Mrs. S. Sabeena for inviting me to this webinar. A special thanks to my friend Mrs. N. Saranya for giving me this opportunity. My co-speaker as well as cyber security consultant, Dr. A. Subhashri, wonderfully explained the case studies in cybercrime. As an academician, I am giving an awareness on protection of children, women, and adults in cyber world. In this digital era, we are breathing inside the cyberspace. Cyberspace is the virtual computer world. In India, we are approaching the modernization, globalization to turn into a smart city. To seek the stimulating ambience in this smart city, we have to depend upon cyberspace, where our private information is becoming more vulnerable. The smartphone era provoked the scene where hackers have more space to attack and destroy the cyber world. On the ground of social media network, people are allowed to share their thinking, emotions, status of life without any restriction, which leads to a handshaking condition for hackers. Every organization have been compelled to work remotely due to this lockdown. The internet in India is growing up rapidly, which has several advantages, but the main disadvantage is cybercrime. Cybercrime is a crime that involves a computer and a network. Rapid technological growth and developments have provided vast areas of new opportunity and efficient sources for organizations of all sizes. The technological growth is majorly baked by the internet. The internet has brought distant objects closer. It makes the world very small. The internet has now become a national asset. The whole national security is also depending on it. Cybercrime is a crime in which a computer is used for a crime like hacking, spamming, and phishing. History of cybercrime. In the year 1820 itself, first recorded cybercrime was found in France. The first spam email took place in the year 1976 when it was sent over the ARPANET. The first virus was installed on an Apple in the year 1982. That virus name was Elk Cloner virus. We didn't believe it was created by a 15-year-old boy who was in the ninth grade at that time. The virus was initially created as a joke and was only meant to be a part of a game. The virus spread via floppy disks, which were very popular at that time and attached itself to Apple 3.3 operating system. Fundamental goals of cybersecurity. If you are like most owner or managed companies today, the internet is an indispensable tool for success in today's digital economy. Going online allows you to communicate with current customers and reach out to the new ones to grow your business. Of course, this is old news, but what people fail to think about is that being online should go hand in hand with being safe and secure. As a business, we have our customers, suppliers, and employees. The cost in terms of both time and money can result in destroying in a few minutes that all you have created and worked to build up over many years. Cybersecurity is about protecting your information, which is often the most valuable asset a business will own. The three fundamental goals of cybersecurity are confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality. Any important data you have should only be accessible to people or by systems to who you have given permission. Integrity. The assets themselves and the information they contain must continue to be complete, intact, and uncorrupted. Availability. All systems, services, and information must be accessible when required by a business or its clients. Information security is as simple as ABC. Always be careful. Protect child from internet. Children are spending more time online than ever before, and they are getting there sooner. Around the world, every child goes online for the first time every half second. Growing up online offers limitless opportunities. Through computers, smartphones, gaming consoles, and televisions, children can learn, imagine, and develop their social networks. When used in the right way and accessible to all, the internet has the potential to broaden horizons and ignite creativity the world over. But with these opportunities come serious risks. Cyberbullying and other forms of peer to peer violence can affect young people each time they log into social media or instant messaging platforms. When browsing the internet, children may be exposed to hate speech and violent content. including messages that incite self-harm and even suicide. Children can also be put at risk when tech companies breach their privacy to collect data for marketing purposes. So parents can do to keep kids safe online. They should know computer tracking software. They should protect children in cyberspace. We are first generation internet parents. Our children are the first generation to be born and raised with the internet as part of their everyday lives. Our children know more about the internet than we do. Goals for tonight: to understand what our children are doing online, to keep our children safe when they are online, to teach our children to make smart choices when they are online. What children do online? They visit some virtual worlds, they talk with one another using instant messaging, they post profiles and communicate with others on social networking sites, they view and post videos, they play multi-user games. Popular social networking sites are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Using this, users can create their own profiles. They can easily communicate with friends. Yeah, guys, do you have an account in LinkedIn? Without doubt, LinkedIn is one of the best professional networking sites. If you don't have, create an account and meet many eminent professionals. Video sharing sites. Popular video sharing sites are YouTube, Vimeo, Metacafe. Users view and post so many videos, post and read comments about the video content. Online games. Online gaming is one of the fastest growing trend in today's generation. Keeping kids in mind, it's both useful as well as harmful for them. Hence, it's not advisable to keep them totally away from gaming. You could be doing them more harm than good by banning them from playing games online. Gaming is a fun and social way to spend time, but there are few risks we need to be aware to help them stay safe and have positive gaming experience. Consoles like Xbox Live are increasingly connected to the internet, allowing kids to play against friends and strangers. Many allow players to talk in real time using headsets and microphones. Kids may be exposed to track talk or worse. Some dangers online: cyberbullying, cyber predators, disturbing content. These are all the dangers. Keep personal information private. Never reveal your name, address, phone number, school name or college name. Don't post or send photographs of yourself. Choose a non-descriptive screen name. You have to learn how to use privacy settings. Become familiar with the websites our child visits. Read privacy policies. Settings should be private. Suppose a stranger contacts the child. Make sure the child knows. Don't respond. Contact an adult right away. Block the offender. Notify your internet service provider if warranted. Basic ways to keep child safe. Sign an internet safety contract. Keep the computer in a public area of your home. Set a time limit for computer use. Become familiar with the sites the child visits. Know the child's online friends. Know the child's passwords. Keep the antivirus software up to date. Some security measures for children.
During the holidays, our pupils will have project work to complete. Now, the internet is a helpful resource. Children in primary school are very capable at using computers and tablets to go online. However, they don't have the critical thinking skills yet to be left alone with these devices. At this age, they will accept whatever media they see at face value. They may be scared by images they see, and they may be unintentionally exposed to inappropriate websites. So, here are 5 tips to keep your child safe on the internet. Number 1, get permission. Teach your child to always get permission before using the computer and always try to sit with them. If you can't sit with them, make them use the computer in an open area so you can see what they're doing. Number 2, update and use plugins. Always update your browser. If you use Chrome or Firefox, download a plugin which will prevent your child from accidentally visiting suspicious websites. For Chrome, we highly recommend Metacert. Metacert will automatically block pages which are not suitable for your child. Number 3, use a child-friendly search engine. A child-friendly search engine will only list results which they feel are suitable for children. We recommend kidrex.org or searchypants.com/Hampton School. Number 4, keep personal info private. Remind your child not to give out information through emails and registration forms. If they're unsure, encourage them to ask you first. And number 5, encourage openness. Encourage your child to come to you if they encounter anything online that makes them feel uncomfortable or threatened. Don't get angry and don't blame your child, otherwise they won't turn to you when they need help in the future. So there you have it, parents. If you follow these 5 tips, you will keep your child safe on the internet. For more helpful videos like this one, please visit Hampton School.
Basic Internet rules for children. Never give out identifying information. Never write or post anything you won't be comfortable with the whole world seeing. Treat others online as you would treat them in person. Never share your password. Never open an email or click on a link from someone you don't know. Never download or click on anything without checking with adults. Some cyber tips for women and adults.
Parents and guardians, it's important to know how to protect your child from online dangers. Set ground rules for sites children can visit, apps they can download, and times when electronics can be used. Talk to your child about safe online usage, teach them how to look out for predators, and talk to them about sharing images and videos, especially naked ones. Be aware and involved in their online activities. Install or update parental controls on approved apps and be sure to turn off GPS features. Look out for red flags. Is your child spending too much time on devices? Do they get upset when they're not allowed to use a device? And are they trying to hide their online activity? Let's protect our children and teach them how to stay safe.
People residing in Tamil Nadu, especially women and elderly people, can use the Kavalan SOS app whenever they feel vulnerable or threatened. It is an app brought out by Tamil Nadu Police as part of its Master Control Room initiative. It will enable users to alert the police immediately during emergency situations such as kidnap or e-teasing, and also natural disasters such as earthquake or floods. It can also be used in situations when the user is trapped unexpectedly, such as in an elevator. The police have also conducted several awareness programs in schools and colleges on the use of the app. on the benefits of the app. Through this mobile app, help from police can reach them at the earliest, no matter where they are. So my humble request is all the women and elder people kindly install this app and use properly. Online shopping. The internet has become an essential part of our daily life, and companies realize that the internet can be a shopping channel to reach existing and potential consumers. With this consensus, online shopping as a whole has rapidly grown. The biggest surprise is that clothing is one of the top categories purchased online. It is important to take steps to protect yourself when shopping online. Some important tips are: think before you click. Beware of ads encouraging users to click on links. If you receive an enticing offer, do not click on the link. Instead, go directly to the company's website to verify the offer is legitimate. Consider your payment options. Using a credit card is much better than using a debit card. There are more consumer protections for credit cards if something goes away. Or you can use a third party payment service instead of your credit card. There are many services you can use to pay for purchases like Google Pay without giving the merchant your credit card information directly. Use a secure Wi Fi. Using public Wi Fi to shop online while at your favorite coffee shop is tremendously convenient, but it is not cyber safe. Don't make purchases via public Wi Fi. Instead, use a virtual private network or your phone as a hotspot. Safe online shopping. Use familiar websites that you trust. Check bank and credit card statements regularly. Create strong and unique passwords. Avoid using public Wi Fi when shopping. Stick to private. Beware of phishing and email scams. Don't overshare. Verify website security. Save all the records and receipts.
Love and kisses from. Oh, it's on! I'm sorry, guys. I know I've told you I'd share everything with you, but this letter is really, really private. Okay. Da-da. Now it's safe in my top secret secretive box. The internet is a great place to do research for school. Share pictures with friends, play video games, or check out the latest trending videos. But it's important to remember that there are billions of people who access the internet, and not everyone has good intentions when doing so. You should think carefully before you share personal information, pictures, or videos on the internet, even if you think it is private. Nothing on the internet is completely private. It's a good rule of thumb not to put up anything that could embarrass you later. If you wouldn't want your grandmother to see it, then don't post it. And don't share private information with people you don't know. Trust your instincts. If someone approaches you online and makes you feel uncomfortable or in danger, stop communication with them immediately. And tell a parent or another trusted adult. It's best not to meet in person someone you've only met online, even if you've been communicating with them for a long time. They may not be who they have told you they are, and it could be dangerous. If you do decide to meet someone from online, it's best to meet them in a public place and to not go alone. Always take a friend along just to be safe, and let someone else know exactly where you are going and who you are going to meet. Bullying someone online through email, social media, text messaging, or any other website or app is called cyberbullying and is still a form of bullying. It's often better to block, delete, or try to ignore bullying messages than to respond to them. If that doesn't work, getting help from a parent, school counselor, or another trusted adult might be a good idea. That's especially true if the cyberbullying contains threats. Remember to always keep your personal information private. Check your privacy settings to make sure that only your friends can see what you post. And never, ever share your passwords with anyone else. The internet could be a wonderful place to explore. Just remember to stay safe while doing it. what was it? My dog's birthday. Shoot. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, I know. Last 4 digits of my cell number. Okay, that wasn't it. That might take a while. Until next time, don't forget to visit me at amaze.org or go to my YouTube channel to watch more. Bye!
Just like adults, children may be at risk of having their online identity stolen or misused. It can be difficult to maintain a child's privacy, as they may not understand what information is safe to share online. Children can unwittingly reveal too many personal details, leaving them open to identity theft. A child's stolen identity may not be noticed for years and could result in blackmail, grooming, or bullying. Unexplained bills, emails from unrecognised organisations, as well as letters regarding government benefits or tax payments may indicate a stolen identity. It's great for your child to build relationships and share interests online, but it's important to talk to them about what could happen if they share too much. Talk about privacy and information you shouldn't share online. This includes their real name, address, phone number, school, and town in which they live. Encourage your child to think about which friends they share with. Are they likely to share this with others? A conversation with close friends is often open to all friends, or even everyone on the internet. If your child comes across a stranger, whether online or offline, they should avoid them and not reveal anything personal. Encourage them to stay anonymous where possible and use a username that is not their real name. Go through the privacy settings with your child for every social networking site and app they use. Agree with them what they'll share and with whom. Check the privacy settings on the devices they use. Look out for location services, sharing of contacts, photos, calendars, Bluetooth sharing, microphone, video, and advertising settings. Search your child's full name in several search engines and see what information and photos are public. If you find any inaccurate comments or photographs that might damage your child's reputation, ask the website to remove them. Block pop-ups to help your child avoid downloading a virus that may harvest personal information. Make regular visits to online safety sites like CyberStreet, ThinkYouKnow, ChildNet, or Parent Info to keep up to date with possible issues. If your child's identity has been stolen, tell any affected websites about the problem. Your child should log in and change their password immediately. If they can't log in, contact the technical support department. Change any secret questions or other verification information sites use to identify users. Check with credit reference agencies for any unusual entries and for advice.
How to keep yourself safe. Steps to check authenticity of website. Use HTTPS. It's very good. The S in HTTP stands for secure. It indicates that the website uses encryption to transfer data, protecting it from hackers. Check the app details on Play Store before downloading it. Firewall is a type of cybersecurity tool that is used to filter traffic on a network. It monitors incoming and outgoing network traffic and decides whether to allow or block specific traffic based on a defined set of security rules. It can be act as a filter between a computer system and the internet. கடந்த சில நாட்களுக்கு முன்பு தினமலர் செய்தித்தாளில் வெளிவந்த ஒரு செய்தி. ஜோக்கர் என்ற வைரஸ் 8க்கும் மேற்பட்ட செயலிகள் மூலம் அலைபேசிகளில் ஊடுருவி தகவல் திருட்டு. Code messages free game scanner, fast magic SMS, super message, element scanner, travel wallpaper போன்ற செயலிகள் மூலம் அலைபேசிக்குள் நுழையும் ஜோக்கர் வைரஸ் வாடிக்கையாளர்களின் வங்கிக் கணக்குகள், ஓடிபி போன்றவற்றை திருடுகிறது. இந்த செயலிகளை பயன்படுத்துவோர் உடனடியாக அலைபேசியில் இருந்து நீக்கிவிட வேண்டும். இந்த வைரஸ் மொபைல் போன்ல ஊடுருவி நம்மளுடைய தகவல்களை அனைத்தையும் திருடக்கூடியது. Online job. The number of job seekers who search online for employment opportunities has risen. Unfortunately, with this trend comes the opportunity for criminals to exploit job seekers with fake job offers as a way to extract personal information and bank details. Beware of lottery. Scamsters are now targeting people by using RBI governor's name to announce the big lottery win. The emails also ask people to provide bank details and deposit cash to receive this unclaimed lottery fund. Even though it looks fake, some people are still reportedly falling victims to such scams. Some of them believe that the letter is actually from the top bank. While many have learned to identify such phishing emails, there are others who get lured away by the RBI logo on the email. A fake letter titled Reserve Bank of India Official Compensation Payment Notification read, the Foreign Exchange Transfer Department RBI hereby bring to your attention on the payment of your deposited fund here in the RBI. You were listed as a beneficiary in the recent schedule for payment of the past edition email or SMS award issued by the British government or World Bank, which is yet unclaimed up till date due to some circumstances. Giving a vague reason and committing to releasing funds to you, the fraud email is likely to say that you have won really rupees 4 to 5 crore and it will be released to the receiver's name. To credit your account immediately, you will have to send copy of your PAN card or voter card and one picture of your passport size for file record. This is according to law assigned and the security covering your fund from the source. The assigned transfer department don't have any right to detect from your fund because it's made to reach your account in complete value. We decline for 5 working days after the date of receiving this email. It said, if you see this type of letters with such formats, you should never reply to them and complain to the cybersecurity cell of the police department. Types of cybercrimes. Hacking. It's a simple term that defines sending illegal instruction to any other computer or network. In this case, a person's computer is hacked so that his personal or sensitive information can be accessed. Child pornography and abuse. The internet is being highly used to abuse children sexually worldwide. This is also a type of cybercrime wherein criminals solicit minors via chat rooms for the purpose of child pornography. Piracy or theft. This crime occurs when a person violates copyrights and downloads music, movies, games, and software. Identity theft. This has become a major problem with people using the internet for cash transactions and banking services. In this cybercrime, a criminal accesses data about a person's bank account, credit card, social security, debit card, and other sensitive information to siphon money or to buy things online in the victim's name. Fraud calls or emails. In this type of crime, criminal contacts you through fake messages, call or email in which he declares himself to be an employee of a bank and he has called related to your bank account or cards. He asks for personal details like ATM card information, OTP, password, etc. Are asked to click on the link sent by himself. If you mistakenly trust them and give them the details, you will lose the money kept in your account. Keep in mind that no information is ever asked from any bank that is sensitive and never share any information related to your account on the internet or to an unknown person. Fake news sharing in social media. Sometimes cyber criminals simply work on social networking sites to spread social, religious, and political rumors. So avoid these things and do not do any work on social media under the pretext of someone. 6 ways to protect yourself from IP address hacking. Create unique passwords. Your password is the only barrier that can restrict people from accessing your device. Like all your accounts, your device also needs to have a unique and strong password that's not easier to decode. Create your password using 12 characters or more. It can be any combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. Use virtual private network. It provides you an encrypted tunnel for all your online activities, making sure nobody can get access to your data to and from your network. Restrict all your apps. Apps installed on your device are one major source of IP address hacking. It is advised to install minimum calling apps on your device and also change a setting from public to private. Be careful with phishing emails and malicious content. Most malware and device tracking software are installed on your device through phishing emails. Add extra protective layers. An updated version of any antivirus software is a must because it keeps your device safe from attacking sites and contents. We saw the simpler ways that are easier to implement for the protection of your device. Thus, a little vigilance can help you in securing your IP address from hacking. Hackers. A hacker is an individual who uses computer networking or other skills to overcome a physical problem. Cyber criminals use the internet and computer technology to hack users' personal computers, smartphone data, personal details from social media, business secrets, national secrets. Criminals who perform these illegal activities through the internet are called hackers. Though law enforcement agencies are trying to tackle this problem, it's growing regularly, and many people have become victims of identity theft, hacking, and malicious software. One of the best ways to stop these criminals and protect sensitive information is making use of instructable security that uses a unified system of software and hardware to authenticate any information that is accessed over the internet. Three types of hackers available: white hat, grey hat, and black hat. White hat is known as ethical hacker. People who specialize hacking, check the faults of the system are known as white hat. Grey hat exploit a security to the attention of the owners. Black hat people who break into networks and harm to the network and property. Today, hackers are spread across the world in large quantities. Many government and private agencies like FBI, CIA, state police are working to detect these hackers, but we also have some duty to protect ourselves and our private data from online frauds. Apart from this, people who are illiterate should be given information about debit cards, credit cards, the internet, and computer. We know it's a bit difficult to catch these hackers because they sit in one country and hack the computer from other countries. So the best way to avoid these things is that we have to be careful and alert, and all IDs and passwords on the internet should always be unique and strong. Finally, I would like to say that if you use internet properly and use the secure websites, then it will be difficult for hackers to hack your data. Stay safe online. Speak to somebody if you need help. Ask an adult before going online. Friends are real people we know. Enjoy, play, have fun, and stay safe. Stay safe online. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity. Any queries? Karanya ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. There is no query from student side, ma'am. Thank you so much. Gayatri, you
Okay,
can
thank you.
continue.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights on the protection of women and youth against the cyber crimes. It was a wonderful presentation with informative videos, and it also made us understand one single vulnerability is all an attacker needs, and also about the safety measures for the children, women, and adults. Thank you, ma'am. So, here we have come to the end of this session. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. At this outlet, I would like to thank Dr. P. Krishnakumar Sir, CEO and Secretary, Nehru Group of Institutions, and Dr. B. Anirudhan Sir, Principal, Nehru Arts and Science College, for providing this opportunity to organize this webinar. As the need of the hour, our ever motivating Dr. M. Kanagarathina Ma'am, Director, Nehru Center for Women Excellence, encouraged us to host this event. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to convey my special gratitude to the resource persons, Dr. A. Subashri ma'am and Ms. K. Manimegle ma'am, who despite their busy schedule has accepted our invitation and graced this occasion. The session addressed the issues of awareness of tools and services online and digital literacy and training for the youth and women. Thank you for enlightening with the practical information using current statistics, newest ideas, and the most successful intervention strategies. Thank you, ma'am. Finally, I would like to thank all the faculties for their continuous support rendered and students for their active participation. We are in this together and we'll get through this together. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.